Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Zamboni Talk. Before we get started today, I just want to thank you all so much for joining me here today. As we continue along this journey, we keep pumping out the videos. And if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. And as always, any thoughts, any disagreements, agreements, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. So, today, what we're going to be talking about is in life, you need to put yourself in the position to get lucky. And what do I mean by that? I hear a lot of people in this world slash in my own inner circle, my smaller circle, that they sometimes say, "Oh, he got so lucky. You got so lucky." Anything along those lines. And the reason why people seem like they get lucky with certain things in life is because they put themselves in the position to do that. And I'll start to give some examples here. And as you may know, I live in Vancouver, Canada, which is one of the most expensive cities in the world, especially for real estate, right? It's extremely expensive. So what has happened to a lot of people recently, because if you follow real estate and population, it doesn't take much searching to figure out that there's a serious housing shortage here because of the underbuilding that's been going on for years, right? And massive population growth right now with immigration, right? And I'm not going to get into that too much, especially the political side of that, because that is such a contentious subject right now, and that's not what I'm trying to portray in my video. So, anyways, what I'm trying to get at here is I know some people that bought pieces of land here in Vancouver within the last couple years, and now, because of the increase in density that this city is proposing, because of the massive housing shortage and the amount of new units they need, a lot of these individuals are getting their land bought out by developers, by the government, or whoever else may buy them out for a massive amount of money, and that's it. They don't have to go through a real estate agent or anything. They get their land bought up for a very big premium, and then they take the money and they do whatever they want with it. And I know this has happened to multiple people recently. And I have some other people in my life that complain that these people have gotten extremely lucky. And, did they get lucky? I mean, in a sense, yes. They were able to make a substantial amount of money in a short amount of time, and they really didn't have to do anything for it. They could have not even looked after their piece of land or their house. It was just whoever was after that piece of land just cared about the dirt. That's it. Just cared about the plot of dirt there. So, yeah, did they get lucky? Yes. But most of the people that I know that got themselves into a position where they were able to buy said piece of land, which is extremely expensive where I live, is that they sacrificed a tremendous amount to be able to do that. So, and some had the foresight that this was coming down the line, development as well. Some didn't, and some just walked into that. But all I'm trying to say is that by placing the initial investment into this piece of land, they then allowed themselves to get to the point where luck came on their side and was able to tap them on the shoulder and say, "Hey, you've done the work to acquire this asset. Now we are rewarding you for it." Right? And that goes in terms of the terms of the real estate, the assets, but this is also in life, because when you put yourself into a position where you have gone above and beyond what most people do, you start to allow yourself the chance to get lucky. I have another story, and I predominantly fly first class because of my points. It's another hobby I have. And the last first class flight that I took, I was flying in the US, and I ran into a bodybuilding legend, a fitness legend, and that was so impactful for me because this individual I followed for my whole youth and adolescent, and he was a big role model for me and instilled so many tremendous values in me. And that's what I love so much about bodybuilding too, is that it teaches you that discipline and that hard work that 99% of the people are not able to do. So anyways, as I digress, but this bodybuilding legend that I ran into, I was able to network with him, and now he lives down in Vegas, and we were talking for a while, and we exchanged information, and now the next time I go down there, I have a network that I can go down, I can go chat with him, I can go meet some others, and you never know, some business opportunities can open up just from this one interaction. So some people say, oh, you're so lucky you ran into him. Sure. Was I at the right place at the right time? Was I lucky that I ran into him and we hit it off and I created a new network through him? Maybe so. But I put in the work to get myself into that first class lounge by figuring out how to utilize points, utilize debt and credit cards to be able to get me those experiences. So the fact that I did that, does that really make me lucky? Because would 95% of the people do this? Because everybody I talk to, aside from the groups that I'm in that are actually interested in this, nobody does the work to do that. Nobody does the work to get themselves into those positions, into those circles, where they're able to get lucky with something like this, right? So that is what I mean, is essentially the same to a larger scale or smaller scale, however you want to look at it, but the person that had the developer pay them 3x what their house was actually worth, and then me running into people that I idolized and creating a network with, it's all the same because the front work was put in to be able to get in a position where luck was able to, like I said, tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, this is the opportunity we're giving you right now, and what are you going to do with it? So that's just what I wanted to get you thinking about in today's video, because don't think that people get lucky for no reason. Of course, there's the odd chance where it does happen, very small, point whatever percent chance that somebody wins a lottery, somebody comes across a huge amount of money, whatever else the case may be. But for 99% of the people, you have to be able to put yourself into those positions where luck will find you. And I guarantee if every day you put yourself and you put the work in and you put yourself into a position where it allows you to get there and to be, like I said in the other video, to be above average and to stay there for long enough, luck will find you. Right? So I hope you all take in the message of today's video, and I hope that my message is getting across and at least some people are implementing some of these attributes and stories that I talk about, because I just want a couple people to hear this, internalize it, and take action in their own life. Because it just breaks my heart how so many people are so hopeless in this world because nobody's ever given them the chance or the motivation or the belief to be able to go after what they want. But that is what I'm here for, and that is what I will continue to do, and I will continue to send out these videos every possible day that I can so that it will help you. And so that's it for today's video, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video of the Daily Zamboni Talk.